Hi guys, hope you're well. I want to show you today a very simple lick with the minor pentatonic scale. It's actually probably one of the first things I ever learned. I learned it when I was young and practiced it because my teacher said it's probably a good idea to practice it, so I did. And to this day, I use it so often that I find it very valuable and I would like to share it with you. I'll quickly show it to you and then I'll tell you a little bit about why I think it's useful. So just a very simple picking pattern with the minor pentatonic scale. I was using the A minor pentatonic. The reason I find it useful is because when I first started to solo and improvise and play concerts and things like that, I think it's quite natural and I think it's admirable to want to be a kind of ripping lead guitarist. Sometimes that has a bad reputation, the idea of showing off or shredding or whatever. But I've always wanted to be able to play in quite a extreme fashion, and I've always loved when guitarists really rip it. So when I was starting to do that kind of stuff, I would play. And look, I'm already at one of the highest notes on the guitar. It took like 2 seconds. So what would happen is I'd try and play these ripping solos and I'd get to the high notes very quickly, and it's hard to maintain the intensity and it's hard to find somewhere to make it more intense. Using a pattern like this allows you to play intensely and you're still moving to the higher registers, which almost always tends to increase excitement and kind of tension. And most solos end up high and kind of start lower generally. Of course there's exceptions, but it's a good way to add excitement is just to go high. So by using this pattern, you can basically play more notes for longer without moving too far. Some people might say that's the worst thing that you could possibly do, and that's a valid opinion for certain musical styles, but coming from a metal background and also flamenco guitarists also love to have a bit of pride in their playing and a bit of flash in their playing. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Like I say, I love roaring guitars. So let's have a look at it. Okay, I hope you know your minor pentatonic scale. If you don't, we're in A minor pentatonic today. 5/8, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/8, 5/8. Minor pentatonic. You go backwards. 8/5, 8/5, 7/5, 7/5, 7/5, 8/5. Cool. Those are the notes, and this is the pattern. So first is 5/8. The next string 5/8. So just to quickly do that. One more time. And then the second half. That's 5 on the low string, 7/5, 8. One more time. And we do that same pattern. So I'm here on the G string now. We'll go 5/7 on the G string, 5 on the B, 7 on the G, 5 on the G, 8, 5, 7. So that's the lick. You can practice it with alternate picking, down, up, down, up. And for the sake of all that is holy, please don't practice too fast to start with. Practice very slowly to begin with. And full disclosure, just then when I was showing it to you, I did something that I've talked about in other lessons and I want to admit it and I want to show you. So I was just playing, even though it was very slow. I did something like that. I missed a note ever so slightly and I hit the mute on the string there. So I'm always preaching to you guys, please, if you're making minor mistakes at low speed, please fix them, because those minor mistakes at low speed become sloppy guitar playings at high speed. So that's why I'm asking very slow. And get it right. I missed the last note, how about that? It's a nice feeling to get something exactly right, so really take your time and be patient. I cannot suggest strongly enough that you should record your practice sessions. Whenever I'm playing, that includes when Khalidad's writing and rehearsing, I play the drums as a hobby if I'm playing the drums, and definitely if I'm playing the guitar. I just have my iPhone just recording. And then when I finish my session, and I might only sometimes practice in 10 or 20 minute blobs, sometimes an hour, but never really longer than an hour. I do a few short sessions a day. I'll just play for 10 minutes, I'll record it, then I go cook your lunch, lift some weights, do whatever you want to do, go for a walk, play chess, which I love to do. Listen to your session, and you will be amazed at A, things that you think you're playing well are actually being played badly, and B, things that you don't really notice actually turn out to sound really, really cool. So practice slowly, record the session, and I hope you get some nice precision in your playing and start to really rip those solos. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. See you soon.